What's good, man? We gonna dive straight in this motherfucker, you feel me? We ain't gonna do none of that right now, you dig? When people try to say you crazy, it's cause they blind to the truth. You feel me? They normal. They stuck and plugged in the matrix. There's two type of motherfuckers that's walking around this motherfucker, you hear me? You got the ones that's in the 5D, and then you got them bots and them Karens and shit, them motherfucking sleepwalkers, them Tomb Raiders. That's in the 5G. That's connected and plugged into the G5, you feel me? Cause sometimes you might get some thoughts that's not your thoughts. And you gotta realize that, excuse all this noise in the background, this shit was not even popping like that. You gotta realize, like, some of these thoughts ain't your thoughts. And they got these towers that sit in the sky that's man-made that shoot certain frequencies inside your brain, especially if you're in a low vibration. You could get body snatched, you know what I'm saying? This shit'll take over you and put some thoughts in your head that's not even yours, you feel me? You gotta know which one's yours and which one's not. And the doctors and shit, people in your family that don't understand, that's on a low vibration, that's fucking dysfunctional, narcissists, hating on you, jealous and envy. They gonna sit there and talk behind your back and say you crazy. You know what I'm saying? The doctor's gonna say, oh, you got schizophrenia, you bipolar, or whatever motherfucking else mental orders they got. But 9 times out of 10, the mental orders, the mental disorders they saying that a motherfucker got is really spiritual abilities. You might be seeing shadows and energies and lights and shit out the corner of your eye and shit like that. You may be hearing fucking voices and shit that you know nobody around, but it's like your spirit guides, you know what I'm saying, or maybe it could be people that done died and shit, you know what I'm saying, cause you plugged into the spirit realm, dog. Like, I'm gonna tell you some shit like this. I had a life or death situation, you know what I'm saying, and I was in this car, and a motherfucker was trying to take my head off my shoulders. Like, I hate the word they use, but no cap. Like, motherfucker try to take my head off my shoulders. Like, and you won't see me alive, you feel me? And I seen this white light that was sitting behind me in the back seat, and then I saw this pink light, this pink bright light. But I know who that pink bright light was, you feel me? That was my granny, and she came through and she stopped that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? She like, y'all not about to play with my baby. Nah, bitch. No, not, you got the wrong one, you feel me? And I remember, like, somebody came out and was like, y'all better stay off them drugs and shit, trying to play with your head. You know, that narcissistic gaslighting, mind games type shit, you feel me? Trying to manipulate a nigga. But I'm like, nigga ain't even on no drugs, bitch. I don't do no drugs, bitch. Like, you feel me? And I was like, I was looking at the garage door, and I saw like three black shadows, but it wasn't like they was happy. They must have died in the house or some shit, and they was trapped, and their souls was stuck in that bitch, and they was trying to warn me, like, get the fuck from around this bitch. Don't come back. Don't come around here. You know what I'm saying? Them souls was like, I seen them in the garage window and shit. They was so depressed and sad, and they just, you could tell when a motherfucker, like, in the situation, like, man, you go somewhere and you see somebody who just hate their job. They know they got to take care of their responsibilities. That type of look on 1,000, you feel me? But I saw these little souls and shit, these spirits and shit, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I could see people, demons and shit. I could see angels and shit, man. But they'll tell you that you got schizophrenia, and at the same time, they trying to lower your fucking vibe, bitch. But that's the same motherfuckers that's gonna go to Popeyes and get a chicken sandwich, and go to McDonald's and get a Whopper and some shit, whatever the fuck, Burger King, whatever, you hear me? Like, bitch, I just eat plants and shit, you hear me? Shit, they got roots and shit that take a process to grow. Not no fucking water man-made shit they made in the lab and serving y'all dumb motherfuckers, man. Because your body can't even break down that type of substance. They don't have no DNA, no RNA. They don't have no electromagnetism in it. They don't have any codes in it at all. If it don't have no seed, it ain't what you need. Idle is vital, man. That's how you raise your vibration, just by being in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Eating these healthy foods, speaking prosperous words and affirmations over yourself, being in nature, man. But yeah, bro, like, they're gonna try to tell you that something wrong with you and shit. Try to tell you that you crazy and shit. Turn everybody against you and shit because you plugged into the universe. You got a divine purpose. You is being protected and watched over by the divine entities and energies and spirit guides and your ancestors and shit like that, man. That's because we in the 5D, we in the 5th dimension. Some of us is in higher dimensions than just that, but they gonna tell you that it's just, you know what I'm saying, you tripping, something wrong with you, you need to go get checked and shit with the whoop. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how the fuck, this is my perspective, how the fuck, cause my fucking the lady who womb I came out of, portal I came out of, told me I needed to see a therapist like a couple times, 2-3 times, because try to gaslight me and do some narcissistic shit, but I caught in her shit. But then gonna try to say, oh, you crazy. You know how most of these females be when you catch them in their shit. Motherfucker rather get every toe cut off once a week before they admit the fucking truth and be accountable to their shit. Now you got some real females out there, you know what I'm saying? That's like, nigga, 1 in a million, you feel me? 1 in a billion. But yeah, I'm like, how the fuck a motherfucker gonna go to therapy and try to tell me something about me? Like, bitch, you do not have the book manual to the way my engine work, the way my brain work. You know what I'm saying? You was trained upon a certain philosophy, and you was trained through books. Majority of the shit I learned, I didn't learn it from books. I learned it from a higher elevation. I learned it from a different vibration. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the shit, I don't have to read no books, bro. I could touch some shit and I could know so much shit about it. I could look into somebody's eyes and everything that don't come off their lips already done got it about it. You feel me? Like, the small basic shit, man. Nigga ain't fucking with the small talk, the foo-foo shit, man. I'm on this self-healing journey to go inside and find out who I am. You did? Cause society, man, look, they be like, think outside the box, think about the box. Bitch, there ain't no box. Fuck you talking about, you hear me? And that's why I be staying on myself, man. You know what I'm saying? But the real ones come around, I get the jokes and you feel me? But it's like, how many niggas you know lived in Spider-Man, wherever the fuck he stayed, in New York or some shit, wherever? How many other motherfuckers lived in Spider-Man shit? That was for him. That was his timeline and his shit to do. He had to do. He had to fucking do all of this and do all of that. You feel me? Deal with all these dumbass motherfuckers. The Shocker and fucking the Vulture and shit. Venom stupid ass and shit. You hear me? Goddamn Dr. Octopus and shit. You hear me? But that's cause he was doing that. But somewhere else on another timeline, you feel me? All in the same universe, but different timelines and different locations and shit. You got the fucking Hulk doing what the fuck he gotta do. You got Storm from X-Men, you know what I'm saying? Doing what the fuck she gotta do. But they gonna sit here and say that you got disorder because they nigga, we mutants, nigga. We is fucking X-Men, nigga. Whether you want to say I'm crazy, I'm tripping, nigga. You know the best way to cover up a lie is to say some shit don't exist and to have motherfuckers back it up. You feel me? Why the fuck the police get scared when I come around? Bitch, you got body armor out the ass, you got guns, all type of shit. But when I come around them bitches be scared. They don't want me to do that. They want me to be cool and calm and collected. They be trying to figure out one thing they did. They trying to figure out why is he not on no goddamn drugs. We have let Finn out the streets and let motherfuckers smoke and shit. What stops for free? And they don't even do shit to them niggas. Cause they know if you sedated and shit and you fucked up, that you ain't gonna fucking be in the bar, man. That's what the fuck going on, you dig? And like the shit crazy though. Got a motherfucking bot in my goddamn background on some fuck shit. I'ma get this motherfucking message out, you dig? motherfucker trying to tap into my frequency and shit. Like, I don't know. Goddamn, half of these motherfuckers ain't motherfuckers you think they is. They hiding in skin suits and shit. But I'm about to go ahead and close this video, man. I ain't gonna make it too long. I'm gonna start making my videos a little shorter and shit like that. Cause you know, but yeah, man. So they try to tell you that shit, bro. It's really spiritual gifts and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they fucking say, nigga, Jesus was a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't sitting there saying Jesus was real, but they took that story from some shit a melanated electromagnetic being as myself have done, and they glorified that shit. And they knew they only power was fucking money, so they slapped their skin tone on that shit. With that being said, man, I'm gone.